इंडिया स्पीक्स डेली को सब्सक्राइब करें, उसके बेल आइकन को ज़रूर दबाएं यदि आपको इसकी पत्रकारिता पसंद हो। धन्यवाद।
Welcome to India Speaks Daily. I am Mr. Narayankar. Today I will talk about how are the government controlled Devaswam boards are a curse on Hindus in Kerala. Friends, Hindus constitute more than 54% of Kerala's population, but their share in the state's economy is far lower than that of the minority communities. It is surprising that the state's Hindus have not realized this. The 5 Devaswam boards in Kerala are run by the state government. In the first place, can a secular government enjoy the rights to take over religious affairs of the community? No. The Indian Constitution does not allow this. We shall discuss this later, but examine the board's debilitating economic and social impact. Friends, there has been an explosive growth in the education sector in the recent past. A large number of professional colleges have sprung up in the last 30 years or so in Kerala. Most of them are run by minority religious groups. So how these institutions sprang up? How did this happen? It is not because the minority communities are smarter or the Hindus lack initiative. It is because Christians and Muslims are free to use the income from churches, mosques, and religious bodies to build institutions. And Hindus, on the other hand, do not get any such support from their temples because the income from them is swallowed up by the government-controlled Devaswam boards. The Times of India, in its article on September 4, 2012, had reported that the total annual revenues of the 5 Devaswam boards at that time were rupees 1,000 crore, with the Guruvayur Devaswam in the lead, making rupees 400 crore. Now, the income must have increased by at least 25% because of the fast economic growth. Even if the Devaswam boards together support some 3,000 temples at the rate of rupees 6 lakh each year, it will work out to only rupees 180 crore a year. And if the expenditure to maintain the bigger ones is put at rupees 200 crore, there should be a saving of some rupees 900 crore a year. According to the Devaswam minister himself, the Travancore Devaswam board's income in 2017 and 18 was rupees 683 crore and expenses were rupees 678 crores. Of this money, rupees 475 crore was spent on the salary and pensions of its employees. That is, 70% of all revenues from all temples under the board are spent to run something like a government department. The Malabar Devaswam board has now decided to substantially increase the salaries of its staff. Speaking about wages, it is shocking that pujaris are lowest paid employees. The boards have failed to build medical, engineering colleges and hospitals despite taking away rupees 80,000 crores from the temple for the last 70 years. They also have not come up with schemes offering help to Hindu students. So, what are the steps necessary to save Hindus from this predicament. At the outset, it is a very difficult job. Kerala is alternatively ruled by the communists and the Congress. The communist leaders are ideological atheists. Therefore, it is hard to expect them to help Hindus to practice and propagate their religion. Their interest is only in the temple's wealth. The Congress, on the other hand, draws its support mainly from the minority communities. Therefore, you cannot expect them to use the temple wealth for Hindus' economic, educational, and social progress because it is not in their priority lists. In this situation, it is appropriate to get the Devaswam boards dissolved. The temples should be put under the charge of trusts that have believers with impeccable records as members and are accountable to the community. This will help temples build any number of professional colleges which will benefit the minority communities as well. Deserving Hindu students and entrepreneurs can also be given financial assistance and loans. There are pseudo-secularists among Hindus who do not value the contribution of temples to their welfare, but they must realize that when their children seek admission to professional courses, they are unlikely to be asked if their politics is left, right, or center, but certainly asked if they are Christian, Muslim, or Hindu. Period.